Okay, this video is going to be an explanation of a trade that I took last night and that I'm currently in for round 2. So this is a position or 2 positions on the British pound against the US dollar currency pair. So I started out on the monthly time frame, just seeing where we were. Looking at the grand scheme of things, I can see that we are very cheap. And then I can also see that we are at very major support. So this zone here is like the floor essentially. So given that we are at this major support zone, I was looking for buys. So last night I saw on the lower time frames, it was the 4-hour time frame that I saw that we may have been making a shift in market structure. So we can see that we were heading down, 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 and then we made a higher high. So then we made a higher low, higher high, and then we came back down, and then we left these rejection wicks here. So what I was looking at is this zone here. I'll quickly draw that. So I was targeting this zone here and potentially looking for a break, because we know that if price respects a higher time frame zone, it will probably break a lower time frame zone. So if it bounces from that huge monthly support zone that I showed, it'll probably break a lower time frame, like a 4-hour resistance, quite easily. So went to the lower time frames, went to the hourly. Remember, this is kind of just like a day trade, not really a swing trade or anything big, but it could turn into one. I realize that. So you can see this series of bullish market structure here: a low, higher low, higher high, higher low. So what I did is I was expecting us to hold somewhere around here. So I started buying right here, actually at the bottom, and I'm going to add a picture to this to show my actual position, so you can see where I bought that I actually did buy right here. And then my target was this resistance zone here, and potentially a break of it. So we respected this bottom, which is what I wanted to see. And then we made a rip up during the London session, so early in the morning. And I ended up closing, after we broke this resistance, you can see we were kind of getting extended here. I ended up closing, I'll go to the lower time frames. So I closed right here because I saw we were at the tail end, the London close basically. So what that tells me is people who caught this, they may be wanting to sell because it's getting towards the end of the day for them and they want to take their profits. So I ended up selling, seeing that could happen, and then after I sold, boom, we came all the way down. And this is where I looked at it again and where I decided to get in for round 2. So if I draw this zone a little bit differently here, drag it down a bit, you can see this is a break and retest of this zone. That's all it is. This support, or this resistance zone here, is now support. So we broke above it, and then I sold, and we came back down. And once I saw this rejection, which is visible on the 15-minute, I bought again. So this is where I bought, right here. Yeah, right here. This is where I bought after I saw that we respected the zone again. So chances are we are going to now bounce from it and hopefully take out the previous high. And what I'm targeting for this is this nearest resistance zone that's on the 4-hour. Now, this could actually go a lot higher, and I will be looking for that. But for now, that's my target. So that's the British pound US dollar trade full breakdown. That's all there is going on here. The US dollar has been seeing a ton of demand just because of how scared the world is in general. And the fact that the US dollar is the safe haven reserve currency of the world. So obviously it's going to get more demand as things get scary in the world. And as interest rates continue to climb for the US dollar, more investors are going to be buying up US bonds, which drives demand for the US dollar even more. So that's the pound dollar trade. You can just see on the weekly here, we're quite extended to the downside. We could see a nice bullish candle here, which would easily hit my target, which is right here. So yeah. Haven't been trading much, but hopefully this one works out well. Could be a golden egg. We'll see.